Hello, my name is Alba Frias, and today we will be learning about nutrition and how omega-3 can affect mental health, especially depression and anxiety. We will be trying to understand how omega-3 works and its effect on the brain. So, what is omega-3? Omega-3 is a supplement that contain omega-3 fatty acids, and they are a kind of supplement. They are crucial for the overall health in human beings. There are three main types of omega-3 fatty acids, and they are EPA, DHA, and ALA. They are well known because of their impact on cardiovascular health, cognitive function, and inflammation. So, what is an omega-3 diet? Foods that are rich in omega-3 are especially beneficial for humans. Omega-3 can be found on fatty fish, such as salmon, sardines, and more. Omega-3 can also be found on vegetable sources like flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. Omega-3 can also be found on extra virgin olive oil and other sources. The excess of omega-3 can be bad for the body because it can cause low blood pressure, thin blood, and likelihood of bruises. It is important to know that the daily amount of omega-3 intake should be 4,000 and no more than 5,000 milligrams. The percentage of omega-3 can be found on many food sources. In fruits, for example, they can be found from 8 to 20% on avocado, mango, guava, and berries. On vegetables like spinach, zucchini, and broccoli, we can find a 10 to 25%. In grains and other foods like salmon and oil, we can find a 0.25 milligrams to 40 milligrams, and all the way from 1.28 milligrams to 1,800 milligrams. The lack of omega-3 can be harmful for the body, especially for cognitive function. If there is a lack of omega-3 in the body, it can affect brain cells. It can also affect memory, attention, and general mental abilities, causing memory loss and Alzheimer's. Omega-3 has been linked to mental health and mood. The low amounts of omega-3 have been linked to a high risk of mood conditions like anxiety and depression. What can inflammation cause in the brain? Short and long-term effects of inflammation in the brain have been found, and we now know that they can affect mental health and the mood on people. Researchers have found a link between inflammation and mood conditions like anxiety and depression. People with depression have higher amounts of inflammation markers on their blood and cerebral fluids. The balance of chemicals in the brain can be upset by inflammations, which can make harm to control mood. Inflammation in the brain can be caused by bacteria, fungal, virus, aging, concussions, poor diets, gene, DNAs, and neurodegenerative disorders. The effects of omega-3 in the brain are as follows. Different inflammatory pathways in the brain can be affected by omega-3. They can stop the production of chemicals that cause inflammation, such as cytokinesis. And they can also prevent inflammation in the brain cells. The human body can produce a low amount of omega-3, called ALA. But the body cannot change ALA into EPA and DHA. And that is why we need to consume this omega-3s in our diets. Research have been done about how omega-3 can affect the brain, and it has been found that the statistical significance of the change that omega-3 causes in the brain is important. After the research, it has been found that scores in depression rates have gone from 51 at the first intake to 63 after 6 weeks of fish oil intake, and from 63 to 68 after 17 weeks of fish oil intake. The experiment have also shown a decrease on depression and anxiety by 2.7%. The research have also found that the red blood cell counts have increased, indicating test compliance. For some of this research, the results were found within 2 weeks, showing that omega-3 groups have better moods, and the level of depression and anxiety symptoms decreased when compared to the placebo groups. In conclusion, the length of time it takes for omega-3 to impact the brain is different from individual to individual, depending on their diet and their overall health. The exact amount of omega-3 is also unknown. It depends from person to person, but it is consistent the finding that omega-3 does impact the brain, and it can take as little as 2 weeks for the function to start acting on the brain. Omega-3 fatty acids are crucial components for brain cells and have a significant impact on the brain development and function. Eating fatty fish like salmon and other kinds of omega-3 supplements are the greatest source way to acquire health advantages of omega-3. It is always important to visit a medical professional to understand the levels and amounts of omega-3 that you should be taking. Thank you so much for your time and for watching this video. We will see you again soon. Bye.